is this the right place?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Alright,
read
escape.
Mind Control Facility.
We're in with crayons.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh my god, seriously? Ah, okay.
The door behind him was
Fuck it.
not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh my god. Fuck. We're going. Oh my god. Yeah, this is scary. Is it just a hole? I fall down the hole? Oh, wait. Am I alive? I'm alive!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to
Yo,
his
what?
demise,
Who
he
built
reflected that
this?
his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped
Get me
forever
out of
in a narrow
here.
vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I swear.
Farewell, Stanley.
Stanley, please. Please, Stanley, no. No. What?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What is happening here? Okay. I can't see anything here.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah, what are these graphics?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This office, wait, this blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Through the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Okay. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The two doors. The set of two doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once this door was... What? What's happening here? Solid. Oh, oh, oh. No. Whoops. Employee database. Off. Davy Redden. It's like a museum. Yo, this place is huge. What the? Am I going crazy? Stanley would end up on the battlefield fighting aliens? I want to fight aliens. This is an interesting way to do credits, to be honest. The lounge. Apartment timer. what is this? The maintenance left flow of hallways fall on the first 2 doors is important to get right since players will replay them so many times. Simplest version 1 out. Wait, what? Maintenance? You obey, you go to the staircase. Confusion ending. Uh-oh. I have to play that one, I guess. Okay. Let's go this way. Yo, I'm so lost. Zending levers? These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever they pulled. Zending. The screenshot depicts Zending. Cut and merge with another part of the game. Okay. What the hell's a Zending? The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume. Oh, that's... no. Yo, I'm so confused. Oh, I'm in a dead end. This is so anticlimactic. I've been everywhere here. Let's go this way. Where am I? Countdown disc. Freedom ending. I've done that one. Oh, what's happening over here?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save
What?
these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Yo, I'm
Push
back
escape
here?
and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your own
shit.
true choice.
Ah, shit.
Whatever you do,
No,
choose
no.
it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Oh, I actually died there. Do I have to press quit? Something's happening. Alright. Let's just try that right hallway. And then we'll call it break time.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Get something from the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly
cold
a
drinks.
room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, I think that just goes to the same place. I wonder if the ending's different though. Okay, we're gonna go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah. Wow, what is this place? This is such an inefficient use of space. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. How do I go down?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your
do I
trust
jump?
in someone else can be difficult.
There's a door there.
But the fact is that the story has been
No, it's
about
not
nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten
Do
about.
I jump down here?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking
Okay,
for me.
go this way.
I'm asking for her.
Her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to
go
let
in here?
her back into your life.
I'll go in.
She's been waiting.
Who's waiting? Oh,
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
phone?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Am I at
Okay,
home?
there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, shit.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make
Aw.
a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on
Yo, let me
here.
move. Oh my god, yo, that shit is scary.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh no. Pressing on your keyboard. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's
Yo, this is
pushing
my
a
desk.
button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Where's 8?
But in his mind, in his mind, he can
is
go
that the
on
boss's
fantastic
desk?
adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press C to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Where's my TV?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to
I didn't
two
even read
open
that.
doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press E to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Yo,
he began
the
to fill it with many
office.
possible paths and
Can't
destinations.
escape.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Oh my god, can
And
you
he
imagine?
called it the Stanley Parable.
Wait, what? Something with a baby?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it
changed?
again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end,
Or maybe I got
that
the
he might
window?
always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press B to tell you if you love
But there
her.
is no answer.
Oh no.
How could there
she's
possibly
gone.
be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he
Yeah, I've
forgets
seen the smoke
which
before.
life is the real one.
The expense report. Go to
And I'm
sleep.
trying to tell him this. That in this world he can
just changed.
never be anything but an
Maybe
observer.
the light?
That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
What changed?
But I don't make
Oh, where's my
rules.
window?
I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled
Is the
to.
door gonna open?
I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
He'll see.
And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? Oh, is it gonna start over? No. What? Okay. I swear last time.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Shit. Yo, the doors aren't closing.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
We're gonna
stop
go,
by
we're
the
gonna
employee
jump off
lounge
the lift.
first, just to admire it.
I like this lounge.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Why can I crouch? There's gotta be... Ooh, no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright. I got this. So you want to... Okay. Oh, maybe we can go down there. Should I jump? Or die? I'll just jump.
But in his eagerness to prove
Damn it.
that he is in control of the story and no
Don't know
one
what I
gets
was
to tell him what to
expecting.
do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are
Stanley.
very powerful.
Okay.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
No.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct
Okay, we're
way to
gonna
the
jump
meeting room, and Stanley knew it
off
perfectly well.
the
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
elevator.
employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that
door.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, What?
Oh, yes.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Danger
What?
everywhere.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Where's the pirate's
Give me a
office?
chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Shit. Okay, this guy... Can't trust him.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Damn it!
Stanley walked through the red door.
Come on.
I still don't think we're communicating.
No way.
Stanley walked
That's
through
so
the
funny.
red door.
Oh, there's a blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road
I
you've
do.
chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Is there anything here?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely
trees.
nothing so far.
I want to run.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Oh.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead.